Oh, I opened my... Okay, quick base tour. We got the gate in, what was that, 7 months playtime total?
Roughly.
Well, I think we started in March. That's 9 months, something like that.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but we had a few month break.
Right, we had a bit of a break. I was played, we got 3 gates, even though we didn't end up needing to get 3 for the gate. We did anyways. We've completed the gate a while ago, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So we got some Universium back.
2 or 3 weeks at this point, yeah.
Right, so basically this is the first space elevator we got. We put it in the giant asshole, no one knows why. We always planned to make a building around it, we never did. Same with all the other buildings. Yeah. So, assembly area. The server's struggling, holy shit.
Yeah, pretty sure the dumpster area is just superconductors and whatnot.
Yeah, but all the bottlenecks are down here, I believe.
Yeah, all the slow stuffs.
I can't move.
I don't know why. It seems fine with 2 people, and as soon as a 3rd person joins, like,
yeah, I don't get it either. Oh,
no
it teleported.
Yeah.
Right. Who did the magic? Well, did what?
I did pretty much.
It was mostly Bubba.
Okay, I'm actually curious about this because I don't think I've asked you. What is this setup doing and how does it work?
Like, it's not doing anything anymore.
That was
but
Kyle.
Yeah, it's essentially just an Essentia buffer. So if we're low on any of the Essentias, so each of these different level emitters are an Essentia. If we're low on it, it will automatically take an item.
A specific item into
do we,
the melter, and it'll
do we have passive supply of all of these?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I disabled this system a while ago once we got the infinite Essentia.
It is all 69 Essentials.
Oh.
Yep.
And then I made the creative cell, and it didn't matter.
And what about the bee breeding area? Why is this here not with the bees?
So
because this makes big nodes.
Yeah, these bees increase the size of nodes. I know 2.8 has the bees that just make this directly. That's going to be fun to play with.
Oh, so you don't need any of these anymore?
No, I'll just use a single bee and it'll make infinite amounts of Essentia. It'll be great.
Oh, you don't have the goggles, do you?
I don't see anything.
Yeah, because if you have the goggles, these nodes
there's a
are
giant
so large,
there.
it's just like a giant white ball. It's so hilarious. We're just letting that sit.
Do we need to turn them
I'd
on?
love to let, like...
holy shit, this is bright as fuck, what?
Yeah, I know, right? It's a giant node, it's been running for months, so... I wonder how big this would get if we put
holy shit.
It has a maximum size. It can't actually get much larger than this. Like, it does get larger, but it decreases in the speed at which it increases the longer it runs.
Yeah, because it only has like 700 of some of the...
Yeah, well, because it splits it between every single aspect, but it does do the main aspects more than the others. Hence why there's 18,000 of those.
It's so funny. I have no idea how all of this works. It's the first time I actually have goggles of revealing on ever since I started playing.
Yeah, this top node here is about this size, and then it's transduced down into something that attempted to run the solars when we did the fucking solar compressed 8s.
Oh yeah, very fun thing. Did we set that up anywhere, or do we have it in here?
What?
This is a solar panel.
Yeah, it's in all of these arcane assemblers, and then the higher compressions are in...
Which one is it? Is it the...
That never seemed to work. It never seemed to paralyze. It just took literally weeks to crack.
Yeah,
it was...
These arcane assemblers
Where's the quest for the... Oh, I found it.
Yeah, that alone took like a full month of just craft time. Not even like we had the resources.
It's the most expensive. It's more expensive than the Stargate. It took us less time to craft the Stargate than those. Like a Stargate for us, we were crafting them like once every 3 days. That thing took literally months.
It was
literally took longer than the Stargate.
3 full weeks of just nothing but waiting for it to craft because they wouldn't craft fast enough.
That's just 2 million.
That's so stupid.
Okay, so this, I know, this is just a tick accelerated arcane altar, right?
For the most part, yeah.
Is there anything fancy with
Probably
this?
should have set that up to bottom everything.
Not really. Drop stuff down there. I mean,
this is kind of fancy. I don't know if people automate arcane stone very often.
You don't really need to.
No, I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to do it manually.
All right.
I like it being automatic. It's nice.
I do think that they are planning to add automation for these. It's just Britannia has all of its automation has to be done in world, which causes problems.
Right.
It does.
Okay.
I am rather proud of this automatic runic altar though. That one was a pain in my fucking ass to make.
I mean, it doesn't look that complicated, to be honest.
It's not. It's just that the only way to input items into the altar is by dropping them on the altar.
And how is the storage bus dropping in on the altar?
Oh, not for the arcane altar.
Yeah.
This thing. So like it outputs this chest, which then has
it pushes into the
translocated.
chest, pushes items out, filters stuff out.
Yeah. Oh, I remember you were messing with some blocks. Wait, wasn't there like this chest that showed all the items that are in world?
No.
Didn't we mess with that for a while?
Yeah. So as it turns out, an explosion or something happened and knocked the item frame off the chest. This item frame, when near the hopper hawk, filters it so that only that item can go, or it like blacklists, so items don't go in this chest. So it'll drop all the items for the rune on the altar, and it won't pick up the living rock, so that when it finishes crafting, the comparator outputs a signal and uses this dispenser to complete the craft.
Oh god, fuck that.
And the runes.
Oh. Like
I know it's.
There must be an easier way to do this, right?
This is one of the few times I've seen the useful locking card.
Yeah.
I don't think I've really seen
this is the only way I could find that made it work.
Yeah, I didn't even know locking card was a thing, honestly. Okay, let's go to...
You don't need it for 99% of things. Except for that, apparently.
Okay, next buildings. This used to be Radox, I believe.
Oh yeah, we had a Radox.
Yeah, there was a Radox... No, waterline building got dismantled.
Yeah, we dismantled that, yeah.
So this is just electric implosion compressor now. Do we have 4K UMV on all of these? I believe so. Oh. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, and apparently these ones have power on the top too, which I didn't know that worked.
Yeah, because when I first set them up, I just put 2 UMV 64 amp on them, because we had them at the time. Okay, so this was a pain. We ran out of lubricant at some point, so I just set up this to just do lubricant, and it's definitely overkill to pump 1K UXV amps in that, but it works. Then we ran out of glowstone at some point. For some reason, these things do a shitload of glowstone, so now we have 4 trillion glowstone. Jesus. Next.
Yeah, mob spawners are crazy powerful.
Oh, fuck. This was one of the rocket fuels, and it's awfully automated because at the time I didn't know how AE worked properly.
What happened to this one? There was a machine.
Someone ripped it out because we needed the frames, I think.
That might have been it. It was either that, or I needed a high-tier X-Mon mobile plant, and I just didn't want to have to craft all the parts individually because we were missing some really basic...
They just ripped it out. I mean, it wasn't working at the time anyways.
Yeah, wait.
I think we ran out of something.
Okay, so we still got the old things set up, and for some reason we still run, I believe, diamond ore through this.
Yeah, we run a couple things through this because we don't have sifters set up to the...
We do!
We do?
Yeah.
Okay, well...
I set them up and then I had to go and never whitelisted the items, so I don't think there's anything in there.
Yeah.
Right, this is a meteor ritual, it's a fucking cheat code, and I think it needs to get nerfed.
They are
I mean,
nerfing it.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
they are.
They're changing it somehow.
Yeah,
Because
I mean, I
think
don't.
they're doing
It's
something
very
with it,
good, but it's such a big investment into blood magic.
Right, but it's so good. You
It's-
just skip all of the rocket progression up to Mothership.
Well, the problem is you have to do a lot of blood magic to get this. This, at the time you unlock it, is super ridiculously expensive.
Alright. But after that, it's very useful.
It is incredibly useful. It's
so
what
then-
makes blood magic so good. It's the main reason I think blood
yeah.
magic is good.
And down pickaxe is kind of nice.
True, bound pickaxe is also actually really nice. The first real big AoE mining.
Okay. We got 4 space elevators because we are cheap as fuck and didn't want to build the Mark III space assemblers at the time. So
I think it was
Just
the
more
right
Mark IIs.
decision because we ended up needing to do all of them Mark III. But at the
What?
very least, it's helpful that all of them are Mark III.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, they're all Mark III now.
Because when I look at other people's space, I don't think I've seen that many Mark IIIs, but whatever.
I mean, it's definitely overkill, but I mean, there's no such thing as overkill. There is definitely time.
I mean, we had literally nothing better to do while we were waiting for stuff to craft.
Okay, let's go to AE. Oh, this building is also halfway open. This looks awful.
This building is terrible. I think that's because it's left future expansion.
Right, AE core. Yeah, it's just a big ass core. I don't think there's anything interesting here to speak about. We do have a shit ton of
And this is the one
singularities.
thing this is what Logan designed, so.
Yeah. So basically, mainnet is a big ass controller up here. This is a subnet just to carry channels with P2Ps. And wait, let me grab the network visualization tool. That is if my
no
backpack's
crash.
open at any point.
Just click main network and to have your game
Yeah.
immediately
Also,
lag the
yeah,
fuck
no.
up.
As it turns out, you can automate the singularity crafting storages. I figured out how to automate chaos shards. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
we realized
I
that
wish we
later.
knew that earlier, because that would have been
yeah,
nice.
seriously, because it
Have
is
everything.
actually a very interesting automation challenge. Because you have to have a draconic reactor
Yeah.
and have it run.
And we had to ironically go out and kill some chaos dragons to build the Stargate, because we didn't. That's one of the things we missed. It was like, oh shit, I have to go.
I mean, I think did we ever do it before the Sword of the Cosmos?
No, we didn't.
Really? I thought we killed a couple.
Did we
dragons
kill one
in
or
the story.
two? I don't remember.
Maybe not.
I think it was 1 or 2.
I mean, they are
Yeah.
just
I
two shot anyways with
I
the
think-
crossbow, so yeah.
Yeah.
Buff Chaos Dragon, please. Yeah, so all of these are digital singularities.
Or just nerf Tinker's fucking crossbows.
They did.
Oh.
Like, I think one of the swords is now the best. Do this really quick. So this is 118 nanoforges. Yeah. Did your game crash? Should we wait or?
My game's fine. Did yours?
No, mine is fine. I thought Baba said something.
Okay.
Let's go to bees and then I have harmonies. I mean, the world's not loading in for me, so. Yeah, so this looks really bad right now. It's really not that bad if less players are online. So if you're alone on the server runs really smoothly, unless you just started a gatecraft or something ridiculous like that.
I think it's got to be like my upload speed or something. It's just not good enough to.
Yeah, that might be it.
upload all this shit.
I mean,
And it's not like it was a problem at the start of the run. We had like 10 people on concurrently at the start of the run, and we never had a single problem.
yeah, but it's a lot more stuff to load in. Also, it might be my
Yeah,
internet because I'm on the other side of the fucking world, so.
I know I'm having trouble too loading anything in, so it's not just you. Although my internet is also garbage.
Okay, this is bees. All of this got useless once we unlocked the mega area. How do you pronounce that? Whatever. So.
I wish they had used to have more than like 2 of these. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
why do we have 2 and not 1?
Okay, so one of them is all of the resource bees, and the other one produces only royal jelly, so that it can feed
Except
the
for it
other.
doesn't have any bees in it. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, I accidentally voided all the bees, like as we were crafting
Ah,
the gate, basically.
Okay, didn't matter at that point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can feed them royal jelly, and it increases output by like 250% or some crazy number like that. So I had one producing royal jelly, and every 4 crafts would double or triple the output.
Why is who put this here?
What?
Why is there just a random Californian space up? It's just
It looks nice.
why? It looks nice. Yeah, it's a flower.
Yeah,
And it's a
exactly.
flower.
So how did you like the bee progression? Was it just painful, or did you actually enjoy breeding bees?
I I know this is very,
Logan
very
did a lot of
unliked, but I
bees.
like. Yes, I do. I liked breeding crops too. That was fun. I
Yeah,
just
you're mad.
hate how they're so fucking useless.
Yeah, that's a mad
I
thing to say, honestly.
I like bee breeding once we got Gindustry. Before that, it just sounds awful. Before
It's
Gindustry. Ugh,
it's
ugh.
okay. I wouldn't do it unless you have an Oblivion frame or something of the equivalent. Without with that, it is actually not fun because you're just
Yeah.
waiting like 30-40 minutes for a 10% chance.
That is true. We did a bunch of exploring to get that Oblivion frame, and then didn't we get the Blood Magic one or whatever? Or is the
Yeah, the blood magic one is crazy powerful. It is so nice because it guarantees a mutation and it doesn't have durability, and all it needs is just blood.
That sounds useful.
It
Okay,
is very nice.
this is just all the IF harmonies. We ended up with 130 power IF harmonies. Yeah, not really that interesting. We ended up using the
we planned to do 100, but then we
right.
realized
So
we needed more power.
we did 100 slots. I have never actually been here, so my minimap didn't update. Okay, so we made a layout for 100, and it wasn't enough apparently. So 130 it is.
What sucks? We could have centered one of these IF harmonies in a 2x2 chunk area, and probably could have cut down the amount of chunks we had to load by like 30.
I don't think that would help us
That's
that
not
much.
even that many chunks.
Oh yeah,
though.
also interesting,
Yeah, that's not
interesting
that many.
fact actually, we ended up loading 1300 chunks.
Our base is wide.
Which would have never thought I would ever do in any pack, so yeah. So the way the daisy chain method here works, we basically just have a space pump for helium and hydrogen. It's hydrogen, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Helium and hydrogen, and then we just chain them on here. We put an output hatch on that. So it buffers in the output hatch, and the only place it can store it are the humongous input hatches that store 2 billion. And yeah, it works. It's great.
It's
Really
so
saves
nice
a lot
that
of
that's
time with setting
divisible.
these up.
I would be.
Yeah, so once you get that, it actually takes like 20-30 seconds to set one of these up, which is amazing. Highly recommend. Fusion. Oh, component assembly line. Component assembly lines are fucking slow, so we got a lot of them and they have a lot of power. I believe they got a buff in 2.7.
They did. Yeah, they're faster and do more at a time and whatnot.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, we have this tower, and then we have another tower over there.
And we did this first tower entirely by hand, no Ring of Loki.
Oh yeah, we only
I
discovered the Ring of Loki very late on.
If we discovered the Ring of Loki earlier, we could have saved months of time.
Yeah.
So
So these.
started using it like UXV.
Yeah, me too. So these are the production IF harmonies. It's white dwarf matter, black dwarf matter, and Universium at the top. We ended up with how many astral arrays?
43.
So we're struggling.
Yeah.
I think we just need to stick together to avoid lag, honestly.
Yeah, I think sticking together is probably the best way to do it. Probably, I can never sit still when I play. What's this? I put so much strain on the server.
Yeah, it's 43. Okay. And we got a bunch of donuts. So we had like 5 or 6, and then I just ended up building it to sky limit just for the fun of it. We didn't actually need it at the time, and we thought it would be overkill. It wasn't. We had to double it when we crafted the gate. Or Kyle had. So, yeah.
Yeah.
2 massive fucking
Yeah, we had-
donuts. It's 58 Compact Mark V fusions. DTPF, most of them are passive. It's 48 DTPFs total. I think like 16 of these are
We have
on demand.
more active.
Do we?
I
I'm
thought-
pretty
I thought,
sure
like,
we have
most of the
more.
top layer was active.
I would. Maybe we have more, but the
I
majority
think
of them
it's
is.
kind of 50-50 what's at 50.
Yeah, maybe. So we just
active.
started up passiving everything. This one's off for some reason. And went with it. It worked kinda nice, I think. Yeah. And then there's this little building that we thought would be big enough to do autocrafting in this game. It's not.
No, the building. I called this, I think, big Autocraft at the time I made it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
it was
it was
definitely
the
a big
bigger
auto-
room. And then it was not enough space. But, oh, who knew that? What these 16 large processing factories weren't enough.
Yeah.
It felt like so much at the time.
So then we have this monstrosity.
Assembly
Okay, I'm
lines at
just
the time
lagging
felt
so
overkill.
bad. Holy fuck. It's getting worse and worse.
Oh, you good?
No, I'm teleporting. Just blinking around the base.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the circuit area. This is all just doing circuits, and this is assembly line, normal assembly line. We didn't go for the universal assembly line because we are stupid. Because I am stupid. Yeah, this is a total of 879 advanced assembly lines, 143 assembly lines, and 343 component circuit assembly lines. Mostly optical. I know some people stick with bio for more circuits. We did all optical. Yeah.
Well, the one thing we used bio for was the
Yeah, right.
RAM, because we didn't want to deal full loop.
Right, you create a loop if you use optical for the space elevator recipe, so we didn't do that. Then we got annoyed with channels at some point, so we just cheesed the channels and used subnets to dump all the outputs into, and then daisy chain it onto the main net with the storage bus. So this is just outputs for pico circuits, and it dumps all of it into a storage bus that's connected to mainnet. Highly recommend this.
All these subnetworks have digital singularities now, because we kept running into issues where we'd craft so many circuits at once that it would fill all the drives, and then it would stop, like it would break.
You know what's
because
great?
one
They
item-
made a new cell that specifically fixes this problem by just having 63 slots and infinite number of items.
Oh,
Oh, that's
only need one.
Oh, that's interesting.
that's
Yeah.
useful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they made
Yeah, I had to put digital
Singularity
singularities to
cells.
every single item because it kept causing issues where it would put some of the items in and then it wouldn't put the rest in because the drives filled up.
Yeah, I fixed that by hand one time. That was
I managed
awful.
to fill like literally like 64 or what are the really big ones? The 16 megabyte drives kept filling up. That's just how many circuits we're crafting.
Right. Then EBF was slow in the beginning. At the very end game, it really wasn't an issue. Just threw more power into it, and it's fine. Same for alloy plus smelters.
A lot of the really slow stuff moved to DTPF.
Right.
Really better.
Same for the lasers. Laser was very bad at some point, and then you get like chromatic glass in the DTPF, and it's not an issue anymore. Until it is again.
The lasers were one of the slower things by the end of it. We needed quite a lot of them.
Well, luckily they have that new laser early block that should fix that.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm going to mega crafting.
Mega crafting. The actual mega crafting.
Yeah, the waypoint is labeled like that. Link me up.
I don't know my way around the base. I have to keep flying everywhere. I probably should have put waypoints on all of teleportation for you. But
I did at some point, and then I lost all of them. And I didn't rebind them. I mean, I'm trying to teleport. Oh, I'm up here. Nice. I promise it's not that laggy usually for me. If anyone sees this. It's so bad.
It's only when 3 of us are on that it ever gets this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, if I'm just on with one of you, it's absolutely fine.
Let me reload. See if.
Yeah, because there's no way I would have built so many of these machines, even with the Ring of Loki, if
Yeah.
I had to deal with this lag the entire time.
Oh.
Man, that would have sucked.
Wait, that fixed it right away when you rejoined.
I don't know why, but yeah. I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe because I'm local, so I just take all the bandwidth. So it's like, oh, that would be.
There should be a software fix for that, right?
I would hope so. I don't know.
Okay, so this is a giant fucking crafting area. This is 1700 large processing factories, so fuck that. All of that's not needed. 2.7 anymore. It's 960 cutting machines. That's still needed in 2.7. So fuck cutting machines. Then we have another 320 sledgehammers and extruders and 120 mixers in here, and that's basically it. And some UU meta and 10 gram processing. But this is also, the 10 gram processing has also got a new multi-block, so...
For both of them.
Our UU matter is pretty over.
Wait, war 10 gram is a process 10 gram, right? Oh wait, we smelted, I forgot. So we got 25 billion 10 gram. So passive to smelting at some point.
None of those are a problem anymore in 2.7 because of new multi-blocks.
Yes, thank God. Yeah, that's basically all of the base, I believe. Oh, we didn't go to the main building, actually.
Main building, all the early
That
stuff.
has walls.
Yeah, so this is the main building because it has walls, and that's something very special. This used to be the old autocrafting, like with single blocks, and we had all the mixers up here. These are mostly not being used anymore. Is there anything we actually use up here? Oh yeah, the dehydrator for some things.
Fish for raw meat and bones.
Is it also up here? Oh, it's here. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we got fishing ports here. This was just built for quest completion because we actually completed all the quests.
Yeah, we never actually did Naquita fuel. This entire thing's...
Yeah, we never skipped that entirely. We just did it for quests.
Actually, can we... Oh, and this used to be assembly lines, but it got small, so now this is just IR autocrafting. There's a tick accelerator in the middle. And what's the block called again to get these effects?
The particle emitter from Draconic Evolution.
Yeah.
I just want to make them look pretty.
They do.
They do look pretty.
Yeah, the red, green, and blue ones are the slow ones, and the printer ink is the super fast ones.
Okay, one last thing. Can we actually go to the old fusion power setup? Because I think not many people skip Naquita, and I am not sure if it's a good idea, but we did.
It was definitely a struggle at times, but I think it worked out. And honestly, if I knew about the Ring of Loki earlier, we could have expanded it more.
Right.
Could have gotten power out of it. Like you can definitely make it work. You just have to build a lot.
Do you mind reconnecting once you get here?
Yeah. Log out.
I thought you meant the old fusion.
Oh no, not that one.
The old fusion.
Okay,
Does that help?
You didn't even disconnect from me, so
No.
it's still all blue. Yeah, so okay, it loaded in. Yeah, so we actually skipped Naquita to stick with fusion and went with these large gas turbines. It does produce a lot of power for the point where you get some. But they really fall off after that, especially since you need to spam these slot heat exchangers a lot.
Yep.
Which isn't the issue if you have the Ring of Loki, but I didn't know about it at the time, so it was super annoying. Oh, you just reconnected for me, so it took like 10 seconds. Yeah, and that's basically it, I believe. We had 4 distilled water fusion.
Unless you wanted to go to visit the Dysons.
Yeah, we can do that. Are they still running? Did we ever turn them off?
We took
I never
them
turned
off.
them off.
They're not running.
Oh, you did?
Okay, good thing.
Yep. We were having. I mean, honestly, the base was running pretty well on TPS most of the time. So we were having TPS issues when we queued up big crafts. So just like save as much as we can. The end in there. Was it Horus?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Just put in Horus on the thing.
Isn't it still in there?
Yeah, the end was in there, but I just put Horus back in.
Oh,
So just
yeah, because I had to get more chaos shards.
Yep. The Dyson spam.
Yeah, so do you know how many Dysons we ended up with?
Isn't it 12 per
Yeah.
row?
It is.
There's 7 rows, so
So it's 84. Right.
I really wish you could wrangle Loki these accelerated processing units into these machines. That would be really nice.
Oh yeah. So for the
we
Dysons,
figured out a way around that.
Right.
I mean, we did have this thing. I never figured this out.
Okay, so-
I never knew how
Really?
so to speed up
Yeah, I never
IF
figured out.
harmony progression, you really need to spam some Dysons because you need a shit ton of power. You probably don't if you go for the good knock fuel, but I'm not sure which way is better.
I think Nox Fuel's pretty competitive, or like they're pretty
It
equal.
is. It's very competitive. It's like 2 trillion RF tech.
For one,
Yeah, but it's more complicated.
it's a lot more complicated. Yeah, but you can
Yeah,
all okay.
Like it-
So the main issue with building this, it's not that big of a pain with a good, what do you call it?
Blueprint.
Blueprint, yeah. But these quantum processors are a fucking nightmare. So we actually figured out a really good way to deal with that, and you just use this. This is just a script if you inventory cable it.
Is 2.7. You will never have to do this again because you can make better processors
Yeah.
in the quantum computers, and you can.
I mean, you need one
wirelessly
quantum
make-
computer per rack, the way we did do that. So you would connect all these computer racks with inventory cables, if they are empty. And then you would just put a chest or like a barrel on here, and it would supply all of these. It basically just works with, like you said, variables, and then you can figure it out. It's not that hard. There's also a tutorial for that, on a guide for that on the official Discord and tips and tricks. So if you just look up quantum computers, you will find it for sure. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, we could have cheesed these channels with the subnet as well. I don't know why we didn't.
We didn't think of it.
Yeah.
We probably could have cheesed building them because we built them all by hand. Probably could have ring a Loki some of these.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
we'd have to
actually, do you
design how they are built, but
want to talk about Grandmaster Magic Energy Absorber? Any of you?
and being real powerful. Or
Yeah. So we just powered all of the base at some point with them, or like you did.
yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah,
it was
that
like LUV or whatever, and we just had like a few thousand Grandmaster energy.
I don't
absorbers
think it
and
was
Dragon
1,000.
Masters.
It was a lot though.
Yeah, I think we had a
It was
couple
like 200 or
hundred.
300.
Yeah. Couple
Yeah.
hundred just running the base.
Yeah, 'cause
It's
they're
a
super
very
cheap once you
consistent
put them
form of
automated.
power. Yep.
Right? That's
Takes
it.
some work to get them automated, but they're super good when they are.
Right. That's the base. Was a nice playthrough. We definitely have to take a pause, I think. Break. Yeah. See you with the next gate tour in like a year.